Greetings, everyone, and welcome aboard to another DevTALK. Today, my lovely friends, we are joined by Leo and Julia from Owlcat Games. Thank you kindly for being here with me.
Hello. Nice to see you, and thank you very much for inviting us onto your stream.
It is a pleasure to have you guys. It is a freaking pleasure to have you guys. So, I would say I give you the ball here and let you guys introduce yourselves and tell the audience who you are, what you're doing. People are already recognizing the Zinch icon.
Yes. Hello, guys. I'm Julia. I'm a game designer at Owlcat Games Studio, and I'm partially responsible for in-game items and encounters and monsters. And yep, that's basically what I do on my daily, daily stuff, daily work, something like
daily
that.
Suffering.
Daily suffering. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm Leo, or you probably may know me by my nickname in the Owlcat chat, Wrath of the Righteous chat, in Anki. And I'm a game designer too. I was one of the guys who made one of the worst encounters in the first game.
Worst encounters?
Yeah, worst, not in, not like worst where they're not fun. Worst when they're the most horrible.
Too much fun, basically.
Difficult encounters, yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about very hard position or very hard stuff happening there.
Very hard positioning, composition of the enemies. The first example is the Red Nook Hill party of were rats. If you played the first game, you should probably know. Okay, so in the second game, in the Wrath of the Righteous, I actually do much less enemies and much more classes, new stuff in general.
So what was that encounter? Somebody asked if you have made the Will of the Wisps in the first one?
Actually, no. It was just a simple Will-O-Wisp, I think, with a good brain. I think they're talking about one on the near the giant tree, where there is a camp full of dead bodies, burns on the ground and stuff, and an option to sleep at the camp.
I remember that.
And lots of people were like, "We slept at a camp with tons of dead bodies. Why we died?"
just don't sleep. Just don't sleep in suspicious areas. That's the lesson you should learn.
And that's what I love about this whole thing that you guys are doing. You're not actually really taking the player by the hand, and you are guiding them through the whole game and be like, yeah, you're like my little kindergarten kid. I will take care of you, like, in your face. And I like that. I really appreciate that on Pathfinder Kingmaker. And I'm very excited about Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm not really 100% sure with the lore and its story. Does it play somewhere together with Kingmaker? Does it have to do anything with what happens in Kingmaker? Is it a sequel to the story? Or is it complete a new setting, playing in the same world?
It's in the same world, actually not really far from the place where the first game happens, and it actually happens nearly at the same time, like several years from each other, but they are not connected to each other in any plot kind of way.
Okay,
totally
so
different stories.
A question from Chad, or that people who might not know it, do they have to play Kingmaker to make sense of what's happening in Wrath of the Righteous?
No, totally not. They are not connected, like I said, in any meaningful way.
There are some cameos or mentions that you might kind of understand if you've played the Pathfinder Kingmaker, but that's kind of minor points and more like Easter eggs for those who've played Pathfinder Kingmaker, but that's definitely not expected from you to play.
That's cute. That's actually cool to make like little hints and whatnot. Also, chat, feel free to ask the developers whatever questions you have in your minds. They have the chat on, and whenever they see something they want to answer, they will call out your name and answer your question. So, why Pathfinder? That's my question that burns in my chest. Why did Owlcat Games go with making a Pathfinder game and not another genre, another RPG, another IP?
Actually, the IP question is actually really simple. You don't want to make your first game with your own IP if you are not super rich or super rich, basically. You need to have money to do some stuff, and you need to. A game is in the end an investment. You don't make a game to make a game. Not really. You make a game to make a game and profit. So making a new IP from with a absolutely new team without anything to boast about beforehand, it's pretty much not a good business idea.
Yeah, totally get that point. I totally get that point. That makes. I'm always curious when people are like adapting to something that exists already. Are they trying to please an already existing fan base and have with that maybe a little bit of like support hype and already kind of sold copies for it because, well, people love Pathfinder. There's a lot of people playing Pathfinder, and let's make a game about that because they will very likely look at our game. So yeah, I totally understand that thought there. That's really cool.
And so it's not really like a secret or something. Like everybody understand that. Should understand that. Probably. I hope.
Probably.
So.
Listen, hopefully everyone understands that. But yeah.
So very briefly, what is Wrath of the Righteous? What's the story behind it? What's happening in a few sentences? If that suffice to sum up everything.
Okay, in a few sentences. There is a giant hole to the abyss, which is basically a version of hell in Pathfinder. Another plane where all the demons live. And they come to our world to kill, murder, rape, and do other fun stuff.
Sounds like Vikings.
A little bit, but they don't go back to plant crops and do something, good to their own people.
Gotcha.
Okay, so and the central plot is about you fighting the hordes of demons who come through this hole in the fabric of reality.
Oh, so there's basically hell. Let's sum it up like some sort of hell where a lot of demons warp through, come into your plane, and trying to wreak havoc and take it over, probably, and or just have fun as demons are. They sometimes don't have a higher goal. That's really interesting. Do you have the freedom as in Kingmaker to carve your own path and be the good boy and be the bad boy, or be just somewhere in between and like carve it out to your personal interests and be neither, like a gray Jedi?
Well, you can. We actually, even in the first game, which was not so hard, so focused on good versus evil and that stuff. We allowed a lot of different ways to play as an evil character with unique options for them and unique options for neutral and for good and for lawful and for chaotic characters. So in a game which is a little bit more focused on good versus evil, because demons are evil. They're just very, very evil. You can choose options which are not really good, really evil, really bad, really in the middle. So anything you want.
I'm very curious. And with that, I would say we start right into making our character. And
Yes.
show Chad what the fuss is about. We're taking the main story, of course. The art style, I'm so digging it. I'm loving it. Look at that little halfling there, I'm guessing, smashing its face into... Oh my god, is this a hammer he smashed in his face? Yeah, looks like it.
That's a gnome.
Oh, it's a
That's
gnome?
Yeah.
Yep.
My bad.
If you see a character with a strange hair color, giant brows, something like that, that's a gnome in Pathfinder world.
No. Yep.
They have strange colors like blue hair, green hair.
Is there some lore
They are
behind
kind
it?
of
Do-
descendants, yeah, of Fae.
Gnomes are descendants of the Fae, so they're
Okay.
basically not really from this world.
And
So
that
they
explains
can be
their
strange.
funky hair colors. What kind of difficulty should we pick?
You can pick. We're ready
Whatever
to...
you want.
Yeah.
I don't
we're ready
mind.
to watch you suffer. Or if
I
you
mean,
want.
we can go for suffering. I'm not sure how quick the game will be over for for the audience if we go for that.
I would advise normal or core, depending on what you prefer. Core is closer to Pathfinder rules. Basically, normal is normal for
Okay,
normal people.
we're going for core then.
Normal is like normal rules for people who want to have a normal experience, and they're normal. It's really normal.
Okay, we're definitely not normal here at our channel, and we're taking then core. And what I see here, what I loved about the first one is that you can import your own character picture.
That's actually the button to create your character.
Oh, create custom. But there was also somewhere to
Yes.
create a custom picture. So
On the
we're
next page, I think.
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's
So
a bit later.
we're gonna create a new character. So, what shall it be?
We're looking for no read. Any one of them.
There's just two of them.
The stony
The-
guys.
The stony guys.
Yeah. On the
Try to
top
guess who's
right.
Tony.
This one?
Probably. Yeah. Reeds are basically people with blood of shaitans. Shaitans are the natives of the Earth plane of Pathfinder universe. So they're basically Earth humans. Earth.
Hmm. And what class do we pick for him?
We'll pick the Skald class.
Skull class. Okay, let's have a look. So we're taking this one. This looks like or maybe Dan. Let's go for this one. So choose class. Skull, you said.
As you see, we have a bit of different classes. A little bit more than in the first game. Just a little bit.
There's a lot of more classes.
Yeah, like
And
7
more archetypes.
Yeah,
Wow.
archetypes for each class.
Okay, so what kind of skull shall he be? Battle Scion, Court Poets, Demon Dancer, Herald of the Horn, or Hunt Schooler?
You can actually pick any of those. So,
I would advise to go as usual.
You can
There
go
might
with
be
the usual
some.
one. Battle Scion is about knowledge and stuff. Court Poet is actually a skald who gives not battle bonuses, but I think intelligence and charisma bonuses to people. It's smart
I see-
events one.
I see chat going already. I'm gonna do pre-order. Oh, when that? Okay, we gonna. And if I just pick skulls, do I have to pick one of these?
No.
No.
Maybe we just go for a classic skull then. Load pre-made build. Okay.
If
Do
you
we have
want
to? Do we have to click that? Or do we
Not
go
really.
completely... Okay, I'll let you decide here what we're picking. You're making the character creation.
Okay, then next.
Gotcha.
Okay, we already picked the read. We picked the portrait, so
Gotcha.
automatically
So
pick the race. Next.
or read it is a female.
Female, why not? We'll pick the gemstone, crystal, or read.
Gemstone.
Because it gives you a bonus to strength and charisma. And you want to be charismatic to play songs and strong to beat tough with your weapons.
Gotcha. So then over here, we're picking backgrounds. What story do we have
Yeah.
for our character?
Actually, I didn't think about that.
Maybe a
Probably-
street kid?
Maybe why not? Something like a pickpocket.
A
A little
thief?
naughty street kid. Yeah.
Not a
Why
street
not?
kid. Stealing for apples, I see. And little coins. Good. We got 25 ability points. What shall we put it in? I'm guessing charisma and strength is our main thing to go for with our skills.
Charisma, strength, constitution, a little bit of dexterity.
Okay.
So, I think 16 charisma is enough.
Good.
And constitution is like 14.
14 constitution. We got 3
And,
points left.
The rest into intelligence.
Intelligence.
2 to intelligence, 1 to dexterity.
1 to dexterity. Gotcha. There we go. 18 strength, 30 dexterity, 14 con, 12 int, 8 wisdom, and 16 charisma. 4 skills to pick here.
Okay, we all of the skills are class skills for us, so we can pick anything we want. But I think we want a persuasion.
Okay.
We are a charismatic skald. It
Oh, no,
was
there's perception.
Yeah. We can pick perception too.
Okay. 2 more.
It's never wrong. I think trickery.
Trickery. Well,
Yeah.
we're a street kind, so
Yeah, and probably knowledge arcana.
knowledge arcana. There we go.
Yeah.
Now we had feats.
Oh, that's the hard one. We should probably take power attack.
Power attack. Let's search for it. Power attack. Good. Add bonus feat.
Okay, I think combat casting is a good one at first level.
Combat casting. Now we have 2 spells to choose from.
Yeah. Grease is always a fun one, and it's actually really powerful. As
Oh, I
a,
remember that. Let him the other drop
Yeah.
on the flat on the ground. And the other one?
I think Cure Light Wounds is always a good choice.
Cure light wounds. Good. Deity. Whom are we praying to? Let's think. Our character is a street child, pickpocket. What kind of deities or gods would he intersect? Being maybe in a city, stealing stuff.
You can actually go something dark like Nogoba. It's the god of killing, assassination, like the really bad stuff.
Okay, we're taking that.
know.
I hear your grin. Even I don't see it. I hear it. So, what is our alignment?
I think it will be like our deity, neutral evil.
Neutral evil. Wait, no, that's neutral. Lawful evil? Neutral evil. There we go.
Yeah.
Tibor will ask, how many skills are there compared to 35 of the Pathfinder 1E, and how do the amount of skills per class compare?
There is actually a system called Consolidated Skills in one of the books of Pathfinder First Edition, and we basically are using that one. So much less skills, but we focused on making them much more impactful. So you won't find like profession skills or lots of different kind of perception skills, no disguise. They're consolidated in much broader skills, so it's actually, I think, more fun to play in a computer game, at least.
We do it my way.
That definitely makes sense. What kind of voice shall we give her? Also, chat, how is audio going for game compared to us and whatnot?
A trivial task.
Voice, actually, I think. Maybe cunning.
Cunning.
What's that glitter?
What's that glitter? Okay. And the most important part, a name. Maybe Julia wants to give us a name for this street thief.
No, I usually actually go with randomized name because I have.
Okay, randomized names it will be then.
Okay.
Let's pick it 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tokoa.
Why not?
Commander Shepard.
Commander
No
Shepard,
chat.
and this is my favorite store in the Citadel.
Cover me.
Okay, we got our character. Let's dive right into it and hope audio and everything will be fine for us and not explode our ears. And this is my favorite edition of Pathfinder. I'm digging the music.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
Okay, so I'm back. Thank you.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else
We
like...
can't hear you.
Oh,
No,
I don't
we
know.
know the
An
chat.
infirmary?
No, I was
okay.
because I was just like I don't know. Today is the
Actually,
weirdest day.
It's not everything is about you.
Okay, I'm
it's about
sorry.
the streamer.
Don't worry,
I'm
don't
sorry.
worry.
It's
I muted
always
myself
about
accidentally.
me. I'm just
Okay.
like, come on, guys.
It's all
First
good,
it was
it's okay.
video cam. Now it's like, today is not my day. Today is not my day.
Let's make it your day. So we are, to sum it up here, what happened exactly? We're carried in here injured. They are wondering what the hell we're doing here. And they're just all staring. Apparently we're wounded. No one cares.
Everyone step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to her? The
Not
wound looks
really,
nasty.
no one, but
Who did this to her? Demons, prelate. We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris. The walls, you say? The enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. We must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll
Okay,
get you
guard is
patched
coming up.
now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded
taking
or
our
not,
weapons?
Everyone must abide by the rules.
Well,
She
it's
can
a
get her things
holiday,
back after the festival.
big festival. You shouldn't be allowed to.
So I get it. Only the guards are allowed to run around with full armor and weapons.
Well, yeah. Like
Oh,
in real
inheritor.
life.
Leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal her wounds.
I'll give here the lead to Julia. You will always pick what we answer.
Oh my, that's the bad idea. I would say let me die. That would actually.
Let me die?
That's
Okay.
basically that's my mood
None of
for
that now.
I don't know
We need every pair of hands we can get in
for
the city.
28
We'll
years.
get you back on your feet, and you'll have the chance to seek vengeance. My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
She seems surprised.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Ooh.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
So Julia, who are we? Is she still with us? Did she drop out?
Yeah.
Let me check Discord really soon. No, she's still here.
Maybe some kind of problems with it.
Then Leo, maybe take over here on this answer.
Yeah, let's say.
I'm back finally again.
There we
Okay,
go.
then choose.
No, just answer. Just answer. Just let me die, guys. Just let me die.
Okay, I think as we're sneaky character, the option number 3, we came to the city on private business.
What private business would that be? There's only one business here in Canabris, and that's crusade business. All the rest, the crafters, the traders, the scholars, they all work to support the crusade effort.
And here comes.
Right to left.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop
Oh, they fetched her.
interrogating
Okay.
this poor woman. She has been through enough already. Go on, I'll take care of her.
She's taking care of us. Okay.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom.
A
But
dragon?
be on your guard. I've been informed she
Yeah,
was
why not?
wounded near Canabris. That means the
There is
demons
nothing-
are prowling
nothing
just
wrong with
outside the
dragons.
walls. And the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
Okay. It's kind of funny. They're like bickering above my injured body. It's like, heal me, please. Except of Julia, she's like, let me die.
It's like, hey guys, you know I'm dying here. Like, you could, I don't know.
No one
me?
cares, basically. Just like.
Well,
Oh,
you
there we go.
are,
Got a
no
restoration.
Of pain, cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Wow. Big applause to the voice acting. So what are we answering here?
Julia?
Okay. 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 I don't know. So remind me, what kind of is it? Is she neutral evil? Is she like
Neutral
chaotic?
evil.
So she's then. Can I go? Then it will be definitely can I go?
Okay. Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not yet healed you fully. Alas, Sooner or later, your pain will return.
Okay. Our pain will return, I see.
But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, Protector of Canabris. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
I totally agree on that. A good party always heals every cure and every wound.
Okay, and now let's have fun.
I have already fun with the freaking amazing band that is playing there. Are there tunes? Is it like an actual band who's recorded this? Look at them go! I like the orc in the background. It's like, I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm just stomping on this drum. Although it does have a little bit of a ribbon. That's really good. That reminds me of Gothic 1 with In Extremo playing in the old city. So our tasks are have a drink, throw some darts, and hit the mannequin. What shall we do, Julia?
A drink, obviously.
Okay, let's have a look. That looks like some kitchen bar. This dude looks like he's giving out drinks. Maybe click that arm over there. Ooh. Love a drink, especially when the city's fooding and hill. Another round. Well, there we go. Full of spirit, have a good drink. What shall we do next? Should we hit the mannequin or go to throw some darts?
Whatever you want.
I think I saw some throwing over here. Let's head over here. Let's see if our character with his dexterity is good enough to hit that. Does it influence if you hit the target or not, depending on your skills?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah.
It's the start, the fun part, you know.
Bullseye!
I can't believe it.
Oh no!
Something's happening. What is it?
Stop pretending like you don't know what's happening.
No clue. Like, no idea what's happening.
I've never seen those guys in my life.
Whoa! Okay, that's some party poopers.
You see now why nobody likes demons.
Is there also dismemberment and gore?
Yes.
Oh!
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Holy!
Let the feast
What?
Death and destruction.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan,
I don't know.
let me help you out.
What would you choose in this
Scroll
case?
here with a good protective spell.
I'm still spread. What?
What?
What is happening here? Let's quickly hover over here. This Discari is larger than an elephant. This towering insect of nightmare wields a scythe. Okay, he's like a plague god.
Yeah, basically. A demon lord.
Ooh, okay, what are we picking here?
Depends on you. It's your game, your play, your choice.
I have to. Okay, we're a street urchin. We're neutral evil. We care for ourselves. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Give me a protective spell.
Right away. Stand still now. No fidgeting while I cast this on you. Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
Okay, we're making it for a run. The animations and how everything looks, that's a huge improvement.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
I'm impressed, guys.
Behold,
Thank you.
behold the death I sow.
Okay, and now we can start the game.
Yeah.
Okay, that was like
you
a
know,
little
The
introduction.
silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Interesting. Chat asks, why did you use the Discari instead of the Stormlord? And a lot of people are like, step 1, buy the game. Step 2, get a PC to play it.
I like the first step is to buy the game.
And then it's just PC.
Talking of that, will you plan to bring it on multiple platforms?
Well, yes, and not only PC. I think Mark is always in the plans, and the
And then we will see, basically.
yeah.
Yes, depending on how everything will go.
Makes sense, but there you heard it. You don't need it on PC necessarily. So we're now under the city. Is that what happened? We fell into that hole. I
Yes,
recognize these
basically.
two.
Now you just have to survive.
Holy mother of...
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. Wouldn't say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
Whoever did the voice acting on Navia,
That's all
badass.
that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right?
Exactly.
You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
So Yulia, will you help her out to get out from under the boulders?
Nah. Pay up or stay stuck under the rubble, obviously.
You don't want to help? Fine. I'll do it on my own.
Oh, the diplomacy failed check.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade of the Eagle Watch. I was
Eagle Watch.
overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Yeah, not even the player was prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela.
Are you really a
Paladin by the
dragon?
grace of Iola.
Bump dice in
I crossed
1
the whole
minute.
continent to come to Mendev and
Yeah.
fight
Didn't
demons
help
for-
that much.
Well, I've
That
been
was
fighting
crazy.
For a while now. I don't even
But
wanna
that's
think what
a
might be
really
happening up there
strong
in the
start
city.
for the whole story.
Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomede's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabras will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Julia, are we introducing ourselves or?
I don't know. Maybe not. Like, I mean, we're neutral evil.
None of your business?
So, yep.
Let's
play a really neutral evil
To get out of here, we need to trust
characters.
each other a little, don't you think?
Sela's right. But if you want somebody to trust you, you don't earn that trust by forcing them to blab about themselves when they don't wanna.
Ooh. Shots fired, Aniva.
All right, I get it. People call me a lot of things, but I'll not have nosy added to the list.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
Timol asks, is Sela the replacement character for Irabeth, or does that character still appear?
To summarize,
Oh no, she isn't.
there are 3 of us.
Irabeth
with 5
still
working
appears.
legs,
Just
3
a
pairs
little
of
bit
decent
later.
hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us. You're in no fit state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
I really like her cheerish spirit that she's trying to bring on up there. Somebody asked, if you pre-order it from the website, do we get it on Steam or just a regular download?
You will get a key which you can activate in Steam or on GOG, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, there
Quiet
is
footsteps.
a person called Galagraphia in chat. She's a developer too, and she can answer
All the
such kind of questions. Yeah. Thanks, Gala.
Yes.
I mean,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Gala.
Gala.
She's basically our angel. She's always there with us, helping and addressing community questions.
That's amazing. From the first vibe that I get, you have like a really, really lovely group together working in a good atmosphere. So we got here some torch, flails, and cloak. What I like most about, and what you guys did also in Pathfinder Kingmaker, is that they're physically seen mostly, whatever you're putting on them. Let's take the flail.
And it will be even more in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, so we're expanded on the visual part in terms of equipment, so it should be better and greater.
Definitely, visuals are already a step up. I like the light play here with the shrooms.
Who's there?
They are mesmerizing, that's true.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't
You
poke
just
my eye
want
out
to
with
eat
that thing,
some
all right?
shrooms.
We fell
I know.
down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend.
And finally die.
We're looking for a
I'm
way
sorry.
back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
She seems like the cheerish kind of innocent person.
She is.
So Julia, what we're telling her?
We need to keep moving. I don't know, there must be a way back. Just like,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Don't ask me these questions, because I'm usually the one who skip all the dialogues, just like get straight to the fighting part. So usually narrative designers hate me, because I'm just like, come
Skip.
on, guys,
Skip.
just let go
me
and kill
fight.
some stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha. So we're just shutting Camellia up and like, let's get moving. Shut up.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon
I don't
attack
care
and
who
perish
you
under a
are.
pile of rubble.
Let's kill stuff.
Exactly, as a true neutral evil
The
character.
more the merrier, and that blade of yours is nothing to sniff at.
Chad is like, now ask her all the
Certainly.
questions.
Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible.
You
Who
can
knows
buy
what
the
else could be
gameplay
prowling about
and
in these
ask her all
caves.
the questions. She'll
Let's see
be
if this poor
happy.
bloke
We'll
is
be
gonna
waiting
be
you
useful on us.
there.
Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
Also, there was a question about Aravash now. He's here lying dead.
He's laying dead?
Yeah. If we asked Camille about the guy, we'd know this, but
we didn't.
Yulia likes killing stuff, so.
Okay, so comets wise, is it real-time action as the previous one? Can you switch it to be turn-based as you implemented later on with I think you implemented later on with the patch in Kingmaker?
Yes, you can. You totally can.
So that's what
With one click, even in the middle of combat.
Oh. So combat starts.
Let me draw the first blood.
So you can pause it or go into round action. Do I have to press it somewhere?
Yeah, in the bottom left corner, in the menu, the... Oh my god, I don't know the word.
Power?
Turn-based mode, there we go.
Just figure. Exactly, Scanx. Nice to see it.
So we apparently have also rage with that character.
Oh, well, a Skald is basically a bard who shares rage with other people. He plays a song which makes other people become enraged.
Okay.
He's like a great support for martial characters. But if you accept his song, you actually lose the ability to cast spells. So there is a toggle ability on every character which allows you to get or not get the Skald's song.
So Julia, how are you playing this game? Since you said you're like more of the skip mistress and just want the action. I'm guessing you're playing it full without turn-based, just full-time action?
Well, I usually play on RTVP, but when there are difficult battles, I go for TBM. So it depends, and I usually play on core, and I don't really read all the dialogues. I just like skip. But I haven't played the new version, so I haven't played the romance part. I'm looking forward to that. I want to romance. I need my romances. So yeah.
So blood, death, and romance.
Ooh,
Blood, death,
that's
and romance.
perfect.
Ooh, I love the fact that it shows the dice roll when you're attacking. Let's try full action. Let's go here.
Your death awaits. I'll loot your crown in the holy light.
The spirits demand your blood.
Oh my goodness.
I think you should probably take off the torch from your main character because it now counts as two-weapon wielding, and
She's not good at.
it's not a good idea without feats.
Does the grease that we placed disappear? That's after some time.
Well, it will time out, and we actually are working on dismissing spells so that you won't have to wait all the time. But it's
You will be able to dismiss
implemented.
area. Yes, it is implemented, but it's not. It haven't. How to say it? It wasn't patched into the beta version, sadly. But it is there, and you will be able to dismiss all those area spells. Finally.
Yeah, because in the lead game you can, I don't know, cast web which lasts for 20 minutes.
Okay, I would not fight this thing. I would turn around and run screaming away if I would find that in my kitchen.
They should have known better.
In the kitchen.
Me too.
The inheritor.
I probably have a
my blade.
stroke if I saw this one.
I probably would be shouting, like crying.
In the
I don't
corner,
know.
like you always do.
So what is there that you're like working right now on and finishing up? I saw some people in chat being very excited about being able to play as a fox. I think Kitsune is the precise answer for that.
Yes, there is Kitsune race, and you can already pick it. It's basically done already. Now we're working on finishing all the last minor things, not so minor things, and polishing all the content we already made.
Fixing bugs. Soon we will start fixing bugs.
So from what I heard, it sounds like the main or core thing is finished-ish, but you're still just like fixing bugs and
we're polishing it.
Polishing now.
Yeah. Basically, that's the case.
Exactly.
Gotcha. What Chad observed there, and what I really like, is when a crit happens, man, the visuals are amazing. Especially the light play. What's happening here with when they're shooting their venomous spit. But what I noticed is you damn yeeting those creatures around. Those flying creatures, they were, I don't know, like you hit them like a home run and they just flew off. It's amazing. It's spectacular, and I really like the action pace that you went for.
Oh, you'll soon be fighting humanoid opponents, and you'll see chopping of limbs and stuff.
Is there the option to turn it off for people that are like not into this kind of hard action?
Actually, no, it may be.
I think there was a discussion at least. I'm not sure if it is implemented, but there was definitely a discussion to decrease amount of gore if you don't want to.
Yeah, there are people who don't really love seeing bodily fluids and parts of people flying around. So.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it. I definitely do like realism and to be as real as possible. So when you're fighting, you see the impact.
Just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
So what are these two fellows? The one looks like a half lizard-esque teeth link, and the other one has some cat eyes.
She's cat spider human.
Cat spider human.
Cat spider. She actually has I think 6 spider legs coming from her back.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see some legs. But how did that? Is that like a magical combination, or is that an actual race?
You can actually ask about this in this dialogue.
Oh.
If you don't want to, I can summarize
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt.
Yeah, give us a quick summary, because I definitely know that Yulia will pick the evil answer and be like, "Monster, you don't deserve to live."
I actually don't know what will happen if you pick this one.
Nothing. Oh, sorry. No spoilers.
Okay, so basically, the world wound, it's what the hole to the abyss called, generates demon emanations around, which are basically evil radiation, something like that. So those guys are just mutants.
Does that mean that the wound that we got might mutate us as well?
Not really. It's like a wound.
Okay.
If you spend a lot of time in the world wound, if you eat food from there, drink water from there, you'll most probably die.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely will die.
Those guys are actually kids of one of the crusaders of one of the first crusades against the world wound and the demons in there.
Don't do anything rash.
So their
These guys
parents
may not look
got
like angels, but they're not
irradiated
attacking
by
us.
the abyss
They probably know a
energies,
way out
and
of here.
the
Let's give them a
kids are
chance.
like that.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. So we definitely picked, even without Julius telling us what to pick, the
Agreed.
evil answer.
We need guides, otherwise we'll be wandering around down here forever.
So let's ask them what they're doing here.
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had
Lam is a
collapsed,
little
and now
bit
it's
naive.
their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold.
Sounds
We
like me.
all have.
I'm this
Yeah.
kind of good person, very naive. Everything is good. Everyone is good, and no one wants to harm me. Kind of person. I think Lan speaks out of my soul. But holy sword out of a stone, is that like a reference to Excalibur?
It's a reference to basically any magical sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
yeah,
usual
makes sense.
trope.
Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground crusaders to take up arms. If we get the holy sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
Oh, destroying his dream.
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Definitely makes sense. Maybe you summon up what they're telling us. They're talking about some swords that they want to pick up.
Basically, there is a legend that here an angel died and his sword is still here, and they want to find it and kick the living hell out of the demons with it. Well, at least Lan wants to, and Wendy's like, nah, whatever. I'll go with this naive fool.
And protect him,
I
kind
think
of.
Vendog is much, much better.
So, Trudrino asks, how many endings will this game have?
That's
If
a very
I
difficult
say
question.
It's a difficult question, but in simple terms, a shitload of them.
Yeah, I like this answer.
There are different endings for different characters, different places, different stuff in the world. So
How about
you
we
can
do
end
this?
with
You help us,
a big
and we
variety of
don't
different
leave you here to rot in these
outcomes.
underground tunnels that only we know.
And it will depend on your decisions,
sounds
obviously.
fair.
And there are
Okay,
a lot
so-
of decisions in this game.
So it's like tailoring the ending depending on all your decisions that you make. So you can't really tell that there are X amount of ending. It's kind of your ending.
Yeah,
If I understood
basically.
it correct.
So
Okay.
there are obviously several endings for big things, like I won't spoil.
Major plot,
huge
basically, yes.
Yeah,
Major
can.
plot, but lots of outcomes for different parts of the world, characters and stuff. So yeah, it's your ending.
So
Yeah,
it's
and we could throw in
good.
a
We're gonna skip
Alright,
through this. So they're looking for
I'll
that
help
sword
where I
thing.
can.
Wait, no.
Well,
We can Shido. She is having a spirit enchantment. Duration 1 minute. Gotcha. We have no more healing. Is there food or something that we can use? Bracer of armor.
No, not really. You can use potions, and Camellia has spells of her own, so she can heal herself.
That was basically a tutorial in when you recruited her.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, that's fine, that's
Who
fine.
cares who
Yeah.
reads
Who cares?
tutorials?
I mean, not. I will definitely read it when I'm doing the proper playthrough, but I think it would be dead boring. I would start reading tutorials while I was talking to you guys. So we're gonna equip those bracers. Bracers of Lucky. Like that. Instead of the armor. And give her the armor braces. So she has some spells of herself over here.
Yeah. On the first level, she has... it's the 0 level. On the right, you can change.
On there.
She's an archetype of a shaman class. It's like
What's that there?
a kind of druidic warrior, or not warrior. It's a very customizable class.
Okay. Jordan, I'm gonna ask how many hours will the playthrough go for? Give or take?
Well, the official time is about 60 to 80 hours, depending on the number of side content you actually want to do. In reality, maybe like more. Certainly not less.
What do we have here?
And I just saw here, for example, a lore check popping up. Will the character with the most lore go there and
yes,
have a look at it? Okay.
Yes, the character with the biggest skill, even in dialogues when there are checks, always the character with the biggest skill tries to do it.
Okay, so
Except
some
for
good
situations when it's obviously stupid if another character does it.
Makes sense, makes sense. So definitely some quality of life stuff happening. And we found the Holy Sword.
A shining blue sword.
Shiny.
Shine bright like a diamond.
So maybe to sum it up here, the story is probably, I'm guessing, what you told us, that some angel fell here, and that's his sword.
It's basically the memories of the angel who died here.
Okay. Julia, what she'll do? Shall we heal the wounded girl, or furiously call out to the traitors?
Obviously, furiously call out the traitors, like...
Gotcha.
The traitors.
So is our character determined to fight the illusion?
Let's check what will be the highest check, like the highest bonus. So if you hover over, yes, so +3 and +6. Arcana then.
Oh. But the Koa knows how to resist the influence such as this. We failed.
Failless.
Happens.
Failless.
Happens. So, should we punish the evildoers and traitors, or save and protect the innocent?
Punish.
Punish. Maybe Leo, give us a short story summary. What's happening here?
Basically, the angel versus bad guys continues.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a really epic one, and you should read through it and listen through it.
We definitely. Do you plan on these event pop-ups to have voice acting as well, or will it be more to the player to read out? Like, for example, this flashback.
I think some of them are going to have voiceover, but I'm not actually sure. I'm
okay.
Not really close to the voiceover part of the game.
So what are our companions telling us here now, after, I'm guessing, picking up the sword?
Well, you shined like a holy angel, and they're a little bit,
amazed.
Surprised.
Yes.
Surprised, amazed.
That's why our paladin or soldier is here kneeling before us.
She's a paladin of Iomede, and you basically shined like her goddess.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
So, do you saw it too? My hallucination?
your group, you, me, Wendu.
Okay, so they did not
the light of
understood
heaven
what's
that sort
happening
of
there. They
got,
just saw us shining after
sucked
touching the
into
sword.
you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
And what if she can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
So shall we start our angel mythical path, Julia?
Not like that you properly start. You don't commit. You can choose it, but you still in the future might change it to a different mythic path depending on your choices. So, yep, you can reveal the light. So there is no commitment at this point. It will happen much later.
Basically, until the point where you pick your
That is just
focused path,
wow. I mean,
you
that's amazing.
just unlock different paths you can go.
Majestic thing
So,
I've ever seen in all my life.
yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Is like, Lan.
I like that
You will
it's
have-
like not locking you on a path when you choose something, depending on your many decisions. I'm guessing on the way, it will then form your character.
Yes, it's
Well, at this
similar.
point, you can't really
This
make
light is
a
more
decision about what you want to be,
Okay.
what you think about
Chief
all the
Sol needs to
situation.
see this.
And
Now that we
when
have
you
the power of
first
angels on
encounter,
our side, he can't
like, you
say
know,
no.
if in this
He'll have
dialogue
to
there
assemble
was
a troop to
this
storm the
option
maze.
actually locked you into the angel
You
path,
uplanders
Uh,
care about your kids,
like
right?
99%
Help
of
us
the
save
players will be
ours.
angels.
Without them,
They
we
won't.
won't survive.
They
And
wouldn't
then
actually have a
the
choice.
perils of the maze
Because
won't be
they
so
see
bad
this
if we
option,
go
they
together.
try
We'll
it,
make our
and
way through it and find a way to
somewhere
Canopus.
down the line they suddenly see that they can't be anything else. That'd be, like, you know, awful.
Yeah, that would be awful.
Let's go. We'll
So they now think that we will help them out with our angelic powers and bringing us to their leader, and therefore, how many people do you have in a group? Is it 6? If I see down there from the overlay. Can you
6,
also bring in mercenaries and like self-made characters?
You can. You'll later encounter a character who you can ask to give you basically mercenaries and custom created characters. We strongly advise not to do it because mercenaries are like soulless puppets, basically. They don't have a character, they don't have lines, they don't have quests.
Romances? They don't have romance.
Romances, yeah. So I understand that if you are playing unfair, you probably will want to make custom characters to optimize the hell out of them, but you don't really need to do that on any other difficulties.
Okay, so
Even
you're
if you're
recommending for a
playing
first
harder.
playthrough to play it normal with the characters and the whole work and love that got into the characters, and of course the possibility to have a romance relationship with any of them or specific.
Well, not all the characters are romanceable, but
Okay,
several of them are, like half the cast.
half the cast. Oh my. So how long are you working already on this second part?
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Well, basically since the first one.
Yeah,
Not
basically it's the
really,
very first,
a
but
little less. Oh my god, I can't remember. We
Yeah,
released the
it's
first game in
September 2018.
wow.
2018. Yeah, so
When did
I think
Kingmaker drop?
I crave your command.
25th, I think, of September 2018. So it will be 3 years soon.
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
We're
We
so
are
old.
so old. Yeah, true.
Save the last one for me.
So yeah, for quite some time. But obviously, when the development started, it wasn't the full team who started working on Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We still worked on Pathfinder Kingmaker, fixed bugs, DLCs, all
DLCs,
this stuff. Yep.
And then we started working on the second game. Oh, 3 years, oh my god.
No match for me.
You are that old, Leo. That old.
Yeah.
Okay, we have now Light of the Angels. That does give us spell resistance.
I'll loot your corpse.
So, Chad, I would say we give Chad now a chance to bring in some final questions if they have any. And then I would say I say thank you for your time, to not hold you off any longer.
I think we'll answer several questions.
Gotcha.
And then we'll think about it. So, I see a question. Is this mythic leveling comparable to the Pathfinder campaign? I know the paths are not similar, so I was wondering if the rest of the system was work. Well, basically it works pretty much similar to the
Make every strike
tabletop
count.
Pathfinder, so you have a progression of 10 levels separated from your main progression. It's a little bit different because you start as a generic mythic hero, not a real angel or demon, such stuff. And later you choose one of the paths. You get mythic abilities, mythic feats, and later some unique abilities from your mythic path. I hope that answers the question. Will the game give out chance to own economic empire simulation in the nature of experiencing or of owning houses and such? If you played our first game, in the Pathfinder Kingmaker, we had a kingdom system where you basically are the baron and the king of your own land. You have to decisions, build towns, buildings, and stuff, manage your resources, speak with different annoying and not really annoying people and stuff. In this one, we actually implemented the crusade mechanics, where you do all the previous stuff from the first game, but to a lesser degree, a little different. And you also have to recruit armies to fight demon armies, and it's basically Heroes of Might and Magic style game.
Yes.
That is actually amazing. So to understand it correctly, you don't have like this, okay, army is moving over there and some rolls will happen. There's actually action happen, and you can control that while you're fighting and like decides to what strategy they will use and whatnot.
Yes. Who will move? What kind of abilities they will use?
Oh, that's amazing.
And you will choose how to upgrade your people. You will recruit generals with different abilities, spells, lots of stuff.
The whole separate kind of, I wouldn't even call it a mini game. That's a separate game, I would say.
Wow.
Was
Chad has like Mount and Blade.
Not really.
No.
Kadi, you didn't play Heroes of Might and Magic in your life.
I definitely played Hero. Especially the third one, I loved.
I think the person who asks the question about Mount and Blade doesn't know what Heroes of Might and Magic is. Oh my god, you should go and play it. Like, right now.
So imagine
Drop everything.
Drop everything, go play Heroes of Might and Magic right now. Imagine a field with hexagons, you move around your characters, it will have a number above them, and when they attack each other, the numbers drop. When the number is 0, that figure disappears from the battlefield. To like summon it up very, very briefly.
Okay, Gala wrote a great line. Even my mom plays it.
Great mom, I would say. Great mom.
So, do you have you already? I mean, you're not done with the production of Wrath of the Righteous. Do you have already plans to what to do after the launch of it? And is there, I don't know, are you planning already to go for the next game? Will it be focused on, most importantly, more content for Wrath of the Righteous, DLC contents, more bug fixes and patches? Because yeah.
First of all, we want to fix the bugs, and it will take quite a bit of time. Also, we are obviously thinking about DLCs,
You won't
because
survive me.
that's how the world works. And obviously, we are thinking about where we go next as game developer studio. So we're thinking about our next project. But I won't say anything.
Totally understandable.
I'll cut you wide open.
I must really say I enjoy the ragdolls in this, especially the flies. They're like, when they get hit,
What's on your mind?
it's just
Fly away.
all over the place. Is there a way to highlight stuff that you can't pick up?
Tab.
Yes.
Okay, that's a huge game changer.
I think it was in one of the first tutorial messages, like the first one.
Tutorials, read them. Actually, like in comparison with Pathfinder Kingmaker, we really worked hard on tutorials and making everything more understandable for newcomers. So there's a lot of important and useful information in tutorials, and in future in the loading screens hints.
Yeah, we go. Chat,
We-
don't skip tutorials.
One of the big complaints about Kingmaker was that if you didn't have any prior knowledge in Pathfinder system, you'll probably be a little bit totally lost in the system and all the stuff that's happening. So we really tried to explain the game to the players, especially newer players, because the people who played the first game and completed it will be at home here.
I definitely do feel familiar here. The settings and whatnot do feel also familiar. I was just not remembering what button it was for highlighting stuff.
I think tab is probably the standard for all the RPGs nowadays, but some games Alt, some strange buttons. I don't know.
Actually, some use Y or Z or Alt, yeah, but I mostly use for mostly know it as Y to use that.
Step on their toes as well.
Really? I've never actually played a game where Y was highlighting stuff.
Me too. I think it was usually a tab or alt or Z. Yes.
One other question for me. Did you guys, as the developer, kind of integrated yourself or a character after your wishes into the game? As any of the characters have like personal touches from you? Or from the team?
I can give you a short answer. Yes.
Yes?
And a long answer.
Tell me.
The short answer is actually not true.
Okay.
But the long answer is there is a company policy. When we started making Kingmaker, we started playing the actual tabletop campaign of Kingmaker with all the team. Like every person in our team played the tabletop campaign, or DM did. And we did the same with the Wrath of the Righteous campaign. When we started making, we started playing it.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. And every single person in our team actually knows what this is all about. And we obviously discussed between the parties, because all the parties had different experiences with the same book. As in tabletop, you can't really play by the book. It's like it never happens. Players always do some crazy stuff, and
Of course.
all the masters want to do something unique, do something they feel like is awesome, and we discuss all that stuff, and sometimes we think that this thing is so awesome we want to take it to the real game, to the game we're making, to make some changes to fit it in. So for example, in Kingmaker, when my players were when we were playing Kingmaker, my players actually made friends with a mimic, and you will have a chance to meet him in Wrath of the Righteous.
That's actually a really good approach in points of game design and how to create all the assets and whatnot to actually play the game itself, especially since it's based on Pathfinder, to play the campaigns that the game is about, to know how it spells out, to know how it plays, to know every little parts of it, and therefore make such a grand game. Because going back to Kingmaker, it was for me mind-blowing. It took us like, I think, nearly 200 hours to finish the game, because we're just absorbing everything of it and made all the decisions chat-based, and all chat was like guiding the whole story, and it was amazing. And I can't wait for Wrath of the Righteous to drop on my birthday.
Actually, I think Wrath of the Righteous will be shorter, but
More replayability.
it's much more diverse and replayable than Kingmaker.
Shorter doesn't mean
more choices.
Less good, necessarily. Sometimes games feel very stretched out just to be long, so to say, but lack of content and quality.
We kind of thought that Kingmaker was a bit too long. From the standpoint
I enjoyed it.
Of the game. We too, but it was still too long. There are times when you just want to, I don't know, finish the game, and if the game is like, oh, you want to finish me? Probably 100 hours left to go. Some players can be a little bit discouraged, but at the same time, usually players who really like RPGs are not really swayed by measly 100 hours.
That's totally true. So, Chad, last chance for you to to ask any great question to Yulia or Leo. And you guys, I tell you in ahead already, thank you 1,000 times for taking your time and letting us have a look at this beauty. I will plan, as we are doing for something else tomorrow, the same thing for this one, and create an character sheets competition, and the best character will be our character that we use for the playthrough and stick true to his nature and roleplay, and the winner will get a copy of this game.
That sounds pretty fun.
Oh, yes.
Also, a little add about our work in the game. There is a pretty big number of custom archetypes which we actually made ourselves for this game. So,
well, mostly it was Leo. Actually, don't be shy. So, yes.
Okay, I made those.
A lot of interesting archetypes, yes, were created by Leo, designed. So,
that is
pray our Lord.
I'm super also happy that chat is reacting really, really positive to this whole thing. There are already some claims for pre-ordering. There are already claims, I bought it already, I can't wait. And the love and the amazingness are spread all over. So I think you guys are doing a good job from this little bits of this grand story that we are allowed here to show. Homebrew Archetypes, Aleo's doing, good to know.
Oh my god.
Blaming Anki for everything. It's not only archetypes, it's also encounters, loots, balance, everything. Like crusade,
no,
everything.
don't
Everything
blame
goes on in
There's
Anki.
actually a running meme in our chat that blaming Anki for that.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever happens, we're blaming just Anke. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Please don't.
No. It's all good. It's all good. We do highly appreciate it. And yeah, one more time, big round of applause to you guys. Maybe Chad will raise some drinking horns for you. And Leo, Julia, thank you kindly. I hope and would love to definitely stay in touch. And can't wait for full release.